Welcome MSOD. This is Kitty Farnham and Patty Beach and Ariel Sullivan, and we're a team of three putting together the Alaska Practicum. Wanted to give you an overview and an invitation. First thing I wanted to share are the dates coming up that are going to be June 12th through the 22nd. That's this summer, and it corresponds with the summer solstice here in Alaska. The theme is Advancing Systems Change Through Transorg Networks. We've got an exciting client-based practicum work to do, and it includes seeing some of Alaska with a optional pre-trip and several client activities. So I want to share a little bit with you with the help of Ariel and Patty today. First of all, why this, why now? All of us are seeing that there are such complex challenges in the world. We're looking at what can MSOD do to influence these. And this practicum builds off of work we've done in Alaska on Transorg systems as a leverage point for that. The pre-trip, little background, I'll turn it over to Patty to tell you about her equine program.
Right, so you'll get the opportunity to experience equi coaching. What that is you're working in an arena to learn about your leadership and how you show up with a horse. And what the horse does is provides this mirror for you that gives you immediate feedback on whether your leadership is moving in a direction that allows the horse to trust you and follow you with no pulling and no pushing and no coercion, but strictly of its own free will. So it's a wonderful experience for you to really deepen your knowledge and understanding of your leadership presence through this, magnificent experience of being with horses. And we're going to be inviting Lisa Pohl, who is one of the world's foremost authorities in what's called equine assisted learning, which is a really interesting and rich modality that helps you learn about leadership from the inside out, using your physical movement and being present to this animal and how it reacts to you. It's really an experience not to be missed.
So that's going to be while we're staying down in Cooper Landing at a wonderful Horseman's Lodge. And it'll also include a day where we'll be out on Resurrection Bay outside of Seward, going out to see whales and some of the glaciers. So that's some of the pre-trip. Then we're going to start the formal program in Anchorage again, but we're going to quickly fly over to Igiugig. It's an indigenous village which has been highly innovative in its entire sort of the last 50 years. The visual here you see, it's a village that maybe has less than about 100 people, somewhere between 50 and 70 people, but they are one of the most innovative and healthy villages in the state. And that device that you see there is the first ever river energy power generator. So we're going to meet one of the Alaska Salmon Fellows who I worked with, and many of the elders and residents of the community, learning about their unique approach to dealing with climate impacts and other issues on such a small scale. And then we're going to be in Anchorage for the second half of the whole experience, working with clients. I'll turn it over to Ariel here.
Yeah, so the culmination of this practicum is to unleash the energy behind a climate action network. So there, within Anchorage, there's the Anchorage Climate Action and Equity Council. And then there's also a broader Alaska Climate Action Network. So the intent is to engage with this community and to support them in helping, almost like an intervention to that group, to help support them in the unleashing of starting this network. And what's really cool for me, I've been working with Kitty over the last couple of months with the Salmon Fellows, which is another Transorg piece of work that's been going on over the past 3 years. And so we're entering into this practicum with a lot of data that's been gathered about influencing systems change. And so there are people that have been a part of that program who will also be engaged in this work with us. And, it will lead up to some sort of intervention that we will co-create, building upon foundational Transorg curriculum. And so if you envision this, envision a kind of MSOD experience where we have time with each other. We're staying in this beautiful house in Anchorage. And so we have time to spend time with our group and kind of go deeper on content, on gathering data, discussing data, and kind of like co-creating what our intervention is, where we will be going back out into the system and interacting with the local community. And the things that come up a lot around that I'm super passionate about, there's an equity element to the climate work as well, which was also very present in the Salmon's Fellow work. So this is really meaningful, purposeful consulting work at a time where, you know, Alaska is facing climate change more, you know, at the front lines. And so this is an opportunity to really make an impact, and I'm very excited.
Thanks, Ariel. We are very excited. And so the expectations for you, if you're thinking about this, is we hope you come with that desire to connect and keep learning with MSOD alumni the way we know we can. Having an interest in the topics, whether it's the climate action, the equity, or the systems change, it's going to be a real wonderful build off of, again, as Ariel said, the salmon systems work. For some details, it's $2,500 per person is the working budget right now. I think we're still within that budget and we can count on it. That includes everything while you're in Alaska, but you do need to book your own travel to and from Anchorage. We'd like to have commitments by April 1st with a deposit of $500, allow us to really plan for this. We're thinking there'll be up to 15 participants in this, and that can include your plus ones if somebody wants to bring their spouse or partner. They did that in India, and we're expecting some of that for this one. There'll be very limited pre-work, but we want to create a little connection, maybe some short readings that are relevant and some Zooms to connect us. But the emphasis is getting up here, being with members of our tribe, and being able to have the hands-on contribution in this important work. So we want to wrap up by saying, please sign up now. We hope you're excited. I've got my phone number, my email here, and there's some information and links to an upcoming meeting that we'll have for everyone who's interested in it through a doodle poll. Thanks very much, guys. See you soon, hopefully. Bye.